All righty, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are doing it live. This is the finals for our Modern RCQ.
Our 1K RCQ, you know, one of the best payout RCQs in the area, I'd argue.
There you go. But yeah, everybody, thank you all so much. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on content like this. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much. This is the last round. We've made it. If you've been watching the whole time, you're the real MVP. But yeah, let's get to it. We got Steven on Jeskai control. We saw him earlier. Obviously, we just watched Jacob on Bant Nadu. Who you got?
I'm going to say it once, say it again. Let's go, Jeskai.
You have a weird fascination with losing, and I don't understand. I'm going to pick Bant Nadu because I said before the tournament even started, even though we only have
Steven made a smiley face with his
two Bant Nadu decks, I said Bant Nadu is going to take this tournament down. Honestly, I don't care who wins. I have no preference, but if I had to guess, if I had to put money on it, I would say Bant Nadu.
I put equity into Steven.
No, don't say that.
Joking. Joking.
Everybody's split already too, so like
yeah, we're playing for the promo and the invite here.
Yep. So both players won it. Nobody is conceding. Looks like are both players keeping. No.
Jake going down. Steven has 3 lands, a force, a ring, a spell snare. His 3 lands being a fetch, I think a Hollow Fountain and Arena of Glory.
Yep.
So I mean the mana's pretty good. I mean these control decks, once they kind of figure out the mana, they just make it near perfect, it feels like.
Yeah. Biggest thing for Steven has to hit his 4th land drop. If he can do that, his hand is set up for greatness right here. Jacob, on the other hand, I can't even really see. Let's make this.
Jacob has a Spring Heart, of Windswept Teeth,
Yavimaya and
a Halfling.
Halfling.
Steve takes a draw, tune the narrative.
That's a good one.
Plays out the fetch, passes the turn. Jacob takes a draw. He might have a Nadu as that last card. I really can't see it.
I see Shuko.
But he's got a Shuko, which is already off to like a pretty,
pretty decent.
Pretty good start.
Well, there's Nadu.
Give me Jeskai. I don't want to look at Nadu.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob just slams down the Nadu off the Halfling. Can't be countered. Not that I think Steven really has too many counter spells to interact with that anyways. Force Negation does not counter creature spells.
No, but he does not have a way.
Oh, he's got Subtleties.
He has Subtlety. And that isn't technically countering it, so.
Do you think, so we Subtlety it, we put Nadu.
Probably on top.
Back on top. And then
I think
tune the narrative on the end step.
Yeah, I think you have to fire this off. If you're
Let's see, it resolves.
Interesting. Down to 17. Steam Vents.
Untapped. He's at 17.
I think not.
He hasn't played another land yet. Tune the narrative. Get 2 energy. Draw a card. That card being an instant is so huge.
It's good. It's like a tune with Ether, except.
I think Steven drew a Subtlety.
Oh, and there's a 4th land.
No double white for Wrath of this guy's yet, but doesn't have it anyways.
And anyway, yeah. All right. Arena of Glory. He does play force counter spells. Just kidding. Going to take back that Arena of Glory. I was going to say, I would play a blue land here to represent. Okay, never mind. He doesn't care.
Oh, I don't think we're representing anything, but he's got to,
Spell snare.
he's got the, as long as Jacob doesn't have Outrider, which Jacob has Outrider. So,
I mean, he gets to do the thing, right?
so we play the Outrider. We assume we'll probably get Subtletied.
Yeah.
We play the Shuko. It gets Force Negation. We're going to go on the Shuko plan. What are we doing here, Steve? Yep, we're going to throw that force, and we're going to pitch a subtlety to it. So Shuko, exiled, plays out the Windswept Heath, going to crack the Heath.
So Steven's going to have to pitch the...
Steven doesn't have another blue card in hand.
He doesn't? I thought he had a spell snare.
He used the spell snare to pitch for the...
So Jacob just gets to kind of get to try it here. Yep. And as you can see, by Steve... I love the face cams because... You get all the emotion. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he had it.
Still had one? Okay.
Okay. So
where is Outrider going?
You'd imagine top, right?
I mean, I think there's no world where it doesn't go on the top, but I'm not a Nadu player.
I think you got to put it on top. All right. Top it is.
Cracks in for 3. Steven with a Steam Vents tapped.
All right.
Steven's deck and exile zone is way off.
Yeah, it's fine though.
There's an Outrider.
All right, down to 14 for Steven.
There's a Misty. There's a Woodlands.
Here we go. Doesn't have another blue card for that other subtlety.
So Jacob basically needs a Nantuko here.
Yep.
Kind of Nantuko or bust. Thin the deck, hopefully, hit it a little faster.
Absolutely. No point in having lands in your...
Oh, do we draw one?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, just drew one.
Oh my gosh. And
just casually draw. So always bestowing it to, well, there's not a land. So Nadu hits there's a Saga. Make a bug.
Sure you remember that trigger there. Yep. Here we go.
Nadu Quarter Calling.
I mean, Chord's really good too, right? Oh,
Summoner's
that's really
Pact.
good too.
Because that was the first time the bug. Second time the bug gets a Teferi Time Raveler.
And there we go. Yeah,
there's a land.
We're off to the races at this point. Because now he can not only Chord, but he can Pact.
For the Dryad Arbor or something?
Dryad Arbor.
I mean, he could get anything.
Or another Nantico.
He's got 5 dudes, 6 dudes out. There's a Nadu.
And that's not a good draw.
Bristly Bill.
Not a good draw. Is that a storm count? What is that?
Might as well be.
F6. Yeah. And there's
a Summoner's Pact.
Yeah, that seems correct. I guess no, he doesn't even need to hit a land here because he can still get Dryad Arbor.
Halfling. Another Nantuko. Chords.
Wow, this is insane.
For
0 or 1?
2? I think it might be 1 because the Nantuko is bestowed, so it's not really there.
Steven says, yep. I think you get Dryad Arbor because you generate a token and you have the Dryad Arbor.
You get 4 more hits.
Yeah, exactly. I think Dryad Arbor is the get here. But let's see what Jacob does. He'll get a Nantuko. I don't know about that one. What do you think? A little bit greedy, I think. Oh well,
Doesn't,
okay.
it doesn't matter.
When
Now,
you're just the man, it doesn't matter.
yeah, now it doesn't matter. Now I don't think there's a. Now I don't think.
Yeah, Jacob explaining. It's a land. Yeah. Yep. Now he's going to generate 2 insects every single time that land enters battlefield. And there is Thassa's Oracle. There's a land, and it's a fetch land, so that's pretty much the best land. And Steven going to call it.
Yeah.
And there we go. Game 1 goes to Nadu, despite, I mean, honestly, a ton of interaction, right? Like,
I mean, but none of it, like, was hard interaction, you know? Like,
yeah, that's fair.
Like, other than the force negation, you know, he just put that Outrider and core back on top. I mean, but Steven's got to have a fair amount of plan for this.
Yeah, here. Why don't you tell us what's in Steven's deck?
2 Celestial Purge, 3 Drannith Magistrate, 3 Consigned to Memory, 1 Mystical Dispute, 1 Narset Parter Veils, 2 Surgical Extraction, 3 Obsidian Charma, and 1 Supreme Verdict. I think, well, we already see Steven's got 3 cards pulled aside. It's probably just going to be Verdict and the 2 Surgicals.
Yeah, I think definitely Surgical is a good get. But let's take a look here for Jacob's sideboard. We got 1 Bauble, 1 Gemstone Caverns, probably coming in, like you said, last round. Just kind of lets him get the jump on the game. 2 Force of Vigor, 2 Veil of Summers. Those are definitely coming in. 2 Endurance, 1 Titania, 1 Path, 1 Drannith Magistrate, 1 Sin Cleanser. That'll probably come in. 1 Skyclave, 1 Burlington Forge Tender, and 1 Soulless Jailer. So, yeah, I would say at least Sun Cleanser and Veil of Summers. Would you consider any? And Gemstone Caverns maybe as well. Looks like he's got 4, maybe 5 cards set aside to come in.
I don't know. Titania seems actually pretty cool in this. If you're going for the grindy matchup, like, you just want a card that's going to keep making you value. Forge Tender's okay. I don't know if it's nearly as good as the last match.
That's fair.
Like, Vexing Bubble's actually probably really good because you're going to counter all their
spells,
like, just infinite free spells.
That's fair.
So, I'm not sure. I think it really
You
comes.
don't want to overboard either.
You don't. No, we
especially
will.
with the combo deck.
You can't. You can't overboard combo decks. But I mean, Nadu's kind of one of those decks where I think you could overboard and your general game plan doesn't change because you're just trying to get the same thing going. What a
Both.
What a deck. What a deck.
Both players really want this invite. I will say that. They were both talking to me about it a little bit. So we'll see, though.
It is still very early on in this RCQ season.
That's true. And we're likely going to hit a ban here.
In the middle of it.
Oh, Steven flipped over a land. I think or a card or something. So he's going to just shuffle those, I think.
Yeah. The judge is right there next to him. I can hear him.
Yeah. Right off camera. All right. 7/7. Let's.
Counterspell, Subtlety, Teferi Time Raveler, a 1-ring. Do we have enough lands? That's the question. Supreme Verdict.
Just a 1-lander.
Nope.
Keep a 1-lander with control.
Jacob, I definitely see a Nadu. Think he's going to keep it.
Probably just a keep if you have Nadu, right?
Yeah, there's no...
Unless you have like... Oh, and a Vexing Bauble.
Yeah, Court of Calling, Sylvan Safekeeper. I think there's a...
Look at that. He's showing us. He's like,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at this sick card that...
Just hoses my opponent's deck.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go, folks. Game 2 of the finals. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, especially if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, though, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and check out impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your tabletop gaming needs. Let's get this thing started. Hopefully, Steven has
Steven has a Lore, 2 lands, Lorien Revealed, Wrath of Skies. He's got a 1-ring. This just putting the Lorien Revealed back, keeping double Wrath.
All right.
Lorian to the bottom, and Steven here to start off. Gonna start off with a Arid Mesa.
No force negation for this
Vexing Bobble.
Bobble turn 1. So, but he does have Wrath of the Skies.
Just got to make it to turn 3. Might be dead before then. Who knows?
He could be, yeah. So we're gonna have see a fetch key.
And a Shockski.
A little Shockski. See, you're learning. He's got 2 Wrath of the Skies, I think. Yep, that's pretty good. Temple Garden, going to be the land that Jacob selects.
And are we slamming a Vexing Bobble?
Gotta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steven goes, takes a look at it, takes a read.
Says, okay, I've got this kind of covered. Down to 19.
Though you can just, crack that Vexing Bobble to draw a card.
Is it free to do that?
No, I think it
Yeah, it
costs...
costs 1 mana, I think.
It costs 1.
So, Steven could potentially... Oh, no, I guess he can't.
The Vexing part of Vexing... Or the Bobble part of Vexing Bobbles... the Bobble part of it, like the draw card.
Yeah.
What is the Vexing part? Is it like a...
It stops.
Does that come from something, though? Like, is that like a magic card that exists? Oh,
I don't know. Vexing Shusher made things uncounterable.
Steven drew a counterspell for turn.
That's pretty good.
So that's going to stop at least one part of this Nadu plan. Jacob, though, drawing a Teferi Time Raveler. Teferi Time Raveler, that's always a card you want to see across from the control player, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Jacob with a Surveil.
All right. Fetch down to 18.
Steven, though, just going to get a few turns here, probably set up some surveils, grabbing Thunder Falls or whatever you call it.
Thundering Falls.
Thundering Falls. Thunder Falls. Hey, man.
Hey, listen,
There's so many Magic cards these days.
I don't remember half the cards. I got to zoom in and then YouTube comments roast me for zooming in. It's like, dude, there's so many cards. And I have a bad memory.
There are probably more cards printed in the past 4 years of Magic for Modern than maybe the first 8 years.
Yeah, no joke. That's legit.
Steven takes a peek. We're going to keep it. It's Surveil Land, I think.
Elegant Parlor, yeah. So he's going to be pretty well set up for this One Ring on turn.
Whatever it was, we didn't want it.
Yeah, he just threw it across the table, it looked like.
Get it out of here. I don't want this card in my deck anymore. Whatever it was.
Are we going to Teferi here? And no?
No, we're going to play a little Nantuko.
Yeah. Counterspell.
Counterspell. Not in Steven's game.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the pieces that Jacob pretty much has to have.
This Wrath this guy's looking pretty good, but if Steven doesn't draw he didn't draw any force negations or anything, so
There's One Ring, though. That's pretty good.
Trigger my ring. Jacob taking a look. What's he got? Draws 1 card, not 3. Drew an Arid Mesa. Jacob with a draw. Urza Saga to 2. Teferi Time Raveler. Steven goes, uh-oh.
That can't get got by Wrath of the Skies.
Play a land. we do anything with Teferi, we're gonna just tick up.
Yep.
Yep.
Wrath of the Skies, I get why it doesn't kill Planeswalkers, because, typically you want those kind of cards in control decks. But it's kind of awkward that it doesn't. Or can be awkward, I suppose.
Steven and this Myanmo all day have been going off. He has been
Yeah,
playing.
oh, dude, earlier on camera, it was nuts.
I know. I played against it.
Oh, was that you on camera?
Yeah. You drew like 7 cards in a turn. And you just look at there with your 2 in your hand, and you're like, "This is fun.
Yeah,
This is fair."
We're pod racing right now. Spell Snare. And was that it? Yeah, he's got a counterspell, an actual factual counterspell.
You said that or I guess you drew that.
I just drew it because he countered.
Use the other one.
Tuco. Mystic Gate, just what the doctor ordered here.
Setting my lands up for success.
Minamo, draw 3. Wrath of the Skies.
Wrath for 1. Gonna blow up the Bobble in the Saga.
Yep. Right when Jacob was about to cash in to go grab Shuko. His hopes dashed.
Jacob has a Veil of Summer in hand. So,
Does that
however that matter. I mean, that's not going to not matter to this right now, but
could matter?
he's got a Nadu, a Court of Calling, a Sylvan Safekeeper, and a Veil of Summer.
You just crack and draw a card with Vexing Bobble here, or? Yeah. All right, so down to 16.
Maybe a little further. We're going to shock this one, or...
Nope, just a mount, or just a
Just
forest.
a normal forest.
But he is about to lose his Urza Saga, which is a big bummer if you're Jacob.
I mean, he would... You got to imagine he was probably playing that Urza Saga to grab that Shuko.
Yep.
Because he doesn't really have a... He doesn't really have another combo piece in hand. You could play your Nadu, bounce with Teferi. No, that's a Nadu trigger. Steven here holding up his Myanmo just to, untap that ring. I'll draw 3 cards. And so I've drawn 6 cards in a turn cycle.
Yep. Here we
There
go.
Untap the ring. Jacob's going to untap. Steven's going to tap the ring in your upkeep. I'll draw just 3 more cards,
And now he can cast his free spells, although did he just draw 3 lands?
He drew 2 lands and a Flage.
Oh, Flage is good. Jacob kind of needs land here.
He needs pieces, and all he has is Nadus and things to stop the Nadu from dying, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has a cord, but obviously he needs lands to...
I mean, as we've seen, though, all it takes is 1 card.
Yep.
It takes a Shuko, it takes an Outrider, it takes that... I mean, he's got that Safekeeper, but, what are we going to play here? Yep, there's the Safekeeper.
Jacob playing it safe by not playing Nadu there. I guess there's no reason to at this point to just run it out. Down to 14.
There's another Flage.
Double Flage, pretty good. I suspect that Jacob is in no position to sacrifice lands here.
No.
So if Flage hits, could make him double Flage. Can he double Flage?
Yeah, he can, because he has the...
Kill Narset.
You mean Teferi.
Or Teferi, yeah, sorry.
I'm not sure. I mean, you killed Teferi, but then, you're tapped out. You could draw 4 cards, but...
Yeah, that's
we're going after Teferi.
Well, because then he can actually unlock his free spells,
Yeah. So I assume we're just going to be going up to whatever, 21 is here.
It's like
Or 20.
20, yeah. Flage is so good in this control deck, too, because the One Ring makes you lose life, and Flage just helps you get it right back.
Lightning Helix is a strong magic card.
Especially when it's connected to a big old body.
Jake is in the tank thinking about, can I do anything about this in response to this Flage before it goes, or before I lose my Teferi, but
Yeah, I mean, Steven tapped out. Does he have any free counter spells right now?
I don't believe so, but he can always draw something. I mean, you can draw 4 cards.
That's so gross. Steven's been cooking with this ring all day.
He's wearing the Nope shirt today, too. I think every time I've seen
I don't
him
ever
playing,
think I've seen him
not wear it.
shirt.
That is like the Steven shirt.
I have the Azorius control shirt.
Of course you do. You control guys.
Yeah, we're menaces. I'm even worse because
we've let you in public.
I like combo too. So I'm just the worst.
You said it, not me.
All right, here we go.
Chord for 1.
Or no, 0.
Just find Dryad Arbor.
Yep.
So
Yeah, if he finds Shuko on top, he's got Nadu and Shuko.
yeah.
Just like that, he could do it again.
If he doesn't do anything this turn, though, that Wrath of the Skies is coming down, and it's gonna
Eat his
do
lunch.
a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna spin the ring. Surgical.
Is there's no
Spell, tune the narrative.
so there's a Nantuko in his graveyard, but there is no Nadu. Steven throwing us around his, larger than life hand feels like.
Yeah. See,
Tap my
here
dude.
comes Nadu. Winged
There's
Wisdom.
the bird. I don't know if Steven has.
Doesn't have any way to deal with it.
No. I think the best thing Steven can do here is surgical.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
we're just untapping.
oh, well, there's Galvanic Discharge. I believe that's what he just drew. Yeah. Oh, so ping your thing, tag your Nadu with Surgical, GG.
Why would you just play Wrath? This guy's here for 5.
I mean, sure. Because it's, I don't know. I mean,
Then
More-
if you use the Galvanic Discharge, you're gonna get your card or spell blown out by So we're just gonna tune first. There's another Galvanic Discharge. Steven's like, which one of these million cards is gonna make you the saddest?
yeah, this is... Steven is in complete control right now. Has all the options in the world.
Playing land for turn. So why don't these Jeskai control decks play Solitude anymore?
Probably don't need it.
I guess. When you're drawing this many cards, just
Well, and you got a ton of removal now. And Galvanic Iteration is just so good, along with...
that's fair. It doesn't really help you in your game plan of making energy and such.
He plays 1 Solitude. I mean, Wrath of the Skies is just like... better,
Absurd.
right? Yeah, man, this is so good. Are we going to see a concession when this surgical hits?
So I'm gonna Wrath of the Skies you, and then I'm gonna surgical your Nadus. Does that get stopped by?
Oh, okay. He's activating here, so he...
Veil of Summer? What does Veil of Summer say?
Sack a land. Beseiju. Kind of just spinning his wheels, though, at this point.
Yeah, it matters the order that he used the Sylvan Safekeeper abilities, because if it gives it Shroud, so you can't
Yeah, you can't
retarget
target
it
again.
with the Sylvan Safekeeper. We're going to just get this. So Jacob can just say, I'm doing this in response, you know. We sacking our blue land? Shuko. I don't think you want to sack. We're going to cord.
Core for 2.
We can grab like. Oh, you have his list.
Yeah, I don't even know. Here, I'll let you.
I don't think they play any of like the spirits that give indestructible.
Like maybe Selfless Savior or something? It doesn't matter. He got countered. But, all right, that'll be that.
I don't know. But we guess we'll never know.
Surgical.
Surgical, target Nadu. Get it out of here.
Yeah, that's going to be it. We're going to go to game number 3.
Well, we're not over yet. We're still playing.
Oh, are we? Oh,
We're still playing, but I think
I
mean,
thought he was scooping. My bad.
I don't think there is anything to do. Like,
I mean, he could still. I mean, obviously, he could still kill him.
you can still play just play creatures.
So Springheart and Antuco is pretty good, I guess. Like something that generates other things.
He's got 2 Veil Summers, but it didn't matter because he was tapped out. I still want to know what he was going to cord for, but we'll never know.
Yeah, this Veil would have been pretty good.
I don't know. They play a Volatile Stormdrake? Oh, because you can steal Flage with it. If you steal Flage with Volatile Stormdrake in response to the sack trigger, when you take control of it, you don't sack it. I don't know how that works, but that's just how it works.
I guess because it's your opponent's trigger and not yours.
I guess. And you own the card now. Does Steven have a way to win the game yet? Or
Nah.
we just we'll draw
He's
it.
just gonna dirtle a little bit and draw some cards.
We'll draw it. We're
could.
only drawing 6 cards.
I mean,
6 cards.
theoretically, Steven could lose to his own 1 ring, but surely he'll draw another ring before that happens.
You know, the best part about the One Ring is when you can sack the One Ring to itself because it's legendary. Probably for Sun Cleanser. Oh, that makes sense. Because you can't get the energy.
Ah, yeah. That's fair. Thank you, 5-color combo.
I'm just going to draw casually 5 cards.
Jeez.
You know, spells that often can draw you 5 cards cost like 7 mana. This one cost 4 and has already drawn him 4, 7, 9, 10 cards already.
Yeah.
You can hear him out there. I am drawing 5 cards. There's a Force Negation. There's a Dress Down and a Tune the Narrative, I think.
Yeah.
Here's my big
Unless
untap.
Steven kills himself with this One Ring, this game is over.
One Ring's like the new Dark Confidant.
Yeah, right? Just way better, too.
But I don't think he's drawn any. There's Arena of Glory. Oh, we got a
Flage in the bin?
Flage. I didn't even see the Flage.
Well, that's going to help him not die.
So we're gonna 3. Yep. Then we're gonna do it again.
That's the thing with his Nadu deck, though. You take some bad beats, but you always have an opportunity to win the game.
How you can do that without Nadus, Alex?
No, I mean, just wait. There's going to be another game after.
He's gonna play like pull from eternity. Grab my Nadu. Oh, I forgot to put it on my deck list. Get my Nadu.
Shut.
Shifting one, they can't like copy cards in exile or something weird like that. There's the pickup.
It's like Marshawn Lynch once said, I'm going to get God, but I'm going to get mine. All right, so on to game number 3.
Back to the booth.
Back to the booth. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We got one more game here. That's it. And then it's over. We will crown a champion. And, yeah. Who you got? Nadu's on the play. You got...
Jeskai control.
All right. I'm still sticking with Nadu.
Jeskai control.
It's who I picked at the beginning.
Don't tell me that.
Again, I don't have any rooting interest, but...
Oh, neither of us do.
But
I think it's more of a concept thing, really.
I mean, I like both the decks too. I like both the dudes.
This guy likes Nadu.
Steven.
This guy likes Nadu.
I
do.
Here's the thing. Nadu does numbers, folks. Okay, on YouTube it does numbers. People say they hate it, but I don't know what it is. But they're hate watching it because all of our Nadu videos get over 1,000 views.
Nadu, don't play the deck. Nah, dude, it's just gonna get banned.
That's fine.
You know what the best thing about Nadu is? That the best combo deck in Modern still sees play less than the best decks in Pioneer. Nadu's like 12% of the meta. Vampires is like 30% of the meta.
You're not wrong.
But don't worry. Pioneer's still healthy, Alex.
Pioneer's great.
Pioneer's bad.
Pioneer is a non-rotating format, unlike Modern.
Just you wait.
Modern Horizons 4, they're going to announce it
They
tomorrow.
literally announced Pioneer Horizons.
What? When?
They've said they're making it.
When?
They haven't announced when, but they're going to print. They're like, Morrow said that it's on their radar of sets they want to print as Pioneer Horizons.
It's like the meme with the Grim Reaper and the doors. It's like, first off, they killed Magic in general, like with Commander as a concept.
Yeah.
And then they killed Modern. Actually, they killed Vintage and Legacy with the reserve list.
Yes.
And then they killed Magic in general with Commander. And then they killed Modern. And now
First they killed Standard
Oh, yeah, that's true.
with the year 2019.
Yeah.
And then
When Arena went live.
the second Arena went live, Standard died.
Yep.
Like, which sucks because, like, do you remember the days of, like, 30 people standing?
Dude, it was
FNMs?
awesome.
That was the
Standard
best.
lit. Yeah.
You know, back in good old Cons of Tarkir. But
Anyways.
looks like we're getting some cuts, and we're going back to the game.
We are ready.
Nadu on the play. Control on the draw. What do we got? We're getting information. Heath, land. We got a 6 lander.
Lander for Jacob.
And Steven has
A keepable
lands and
hand.
spells.
Lands and spells.
See, 2 lands and a counter spell. That's all the control needs, right?
That's true. Lands and interaction, baby. See what Jacob's got, though. It's been a long day. It's been a good day. Again, if you are watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thanks to everybody who's watching on Twitch. If you haven't yet, and you've been watching most of the day, or you just got here, hit that follow button. If you want, you can even give us some Bezos bucks by becoming a subscriber. You get access to some pretty sweet emotes, and you don't have any ad breaks when you are a subscriber here on Twitch. Not on YouTube, though. You still get ads on YouTube. Got to pay the bills somehow.
YouTube doesn't care about that. YouTube, you have to pay for like YouTube Premium or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's, or become a member. I believe that also does it. I actually don't think we have memberships set up yet on YouTube.
I don't know how that works.
We could pickle that. All right.
There's a surveil.
I didn't quite catch what was in his hand.
Nintuko, Otawara, Urza Saga, Endurance, and
Land. Some kind
I
of
think a land. We surveilled to the top, though.
Arid
Arid
Mesa.
Mesa, Jacob in a draw.
Is that a Nadu? A back card that he just drew?
I don't know. It's hard to see that one. Plays Otawara. There's the Nantuko.
Steven does have a surgical, so Wrath of the Skies on board. Tune the narrative. Gonna happen. Gonna get Steven some energy and draw him a card.
Two energy. Gonna put the deck back, untap and draw. Planes for Steven, I think. And there's that Minamo.
Doesn't have the one ring yet, but
Does he play two of that or just one of that
I think
card?
he plays two. Here, I got the deck.
He has to. I've seen that card in every match today. It could be Droll Amroth in the list because that's like the
No, he's playing Minamo. One Minamo. Jeez.
He's played that and has drawn it, I think, every single game so far, it feels like.
I tend to agree. So now we do have a Nadu in hand. We got two Nadus in hand. But protecting it, he's going to pass.
So if you're Steven, do you Wrath of the Skies these bugs away, wait for the Nadu? Because Jacob's just leaving mana open. I mean, you see, if he's got Chord Calling, he can chord for two here, grab that Sun Cleanser, and, really stop his opponent in his tracks.
Yeah, this is tricky terrain here for Steven. I would having so many counterspells, I would just pass, yeah. Misty Rainforest, gonna get cracked. Gonna drop Jacob to 19.
What are you grabbing here?
Probably a Surveil land, I would imagine. Trying to find this Shuko.
Yep.
Hedge Maze going to trigger the Spring Heart Nantuko also.
So we're going to have two bugs. Surveils.
If he keeps it on top, I'm assuming it's going to be
Got to be
Shuko.
one of those.
Either a Shuko or something that targets
Draws.
creatures.
There's an Urza Saga.
Yeah.
Make a bug.
All right. Jacob playing real close to the chest. Remember, Steven does have several counter spells in hand.
So Jacob could play a Nadu, get it countered, pass back to Steven. Steven Wrath of the Skies.
No, Steven has a freaking
Surgical
in
Oh,
hand.
so if that Nadu gets surgical, I mean, it's just kind of the repeat of the last game, right?
More or less, yeah. And this time he does not have a Veil of Summer.
Veil of Summer only affects permanents. So it doesn't matter if the card's in the graveyard. Nope.
Oh, that's fair.
We're just going to pass.
And he's playing it real close. Trying to get
16.
Steven to a point where he's going to tap out. Although it doesn't even matter.
You got a subtlety. So I don't think a Nadu is going to resolve
No matter what.
no matter what.
Yeah, Jacob's in a rough spot here, I think. This surgical is really going to be a thorn in his side, and he's kind of playing around it, though. whether he's doing it on purpose or not, he's definitely playing around some kind of counterspell.
I mean, he's playing around. I think he's like, man, I got surgical out of the game last game, and I don't want that to happen again.
Right. Yep. So he's trying to wait out a wrath or some kind of interaction from Steven. Question, why didn't Jacob attack?
I don't know.
Like, you got to think that that's your backup plan if...
The backup plan is I'm going to make a bunch of bugs, and I'm just going to start beating you up and maybe get like a bristly bill.
Yeah. Yeah, Bristly Bill is definitely an option. Bristly Bill.
What a card name.
Love it.
Why don't you go back to like 2013 Magic players who were playing Innistrad and be like, Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
And then show them loot.
It's the creepiest art. There's Supreme Verdict.
He's got a massive mouth.
Oh my gosh. He's got two
Steven.
surgicals now.
Steven's hand is just like, I've got all the gas, but if I play this wrong, I lose.
That's playing control.
That's playing Nadu.
That's playing control in a nutshell.
Steven here in the tank.
The fact that Jacob's not attacking though, like, doesn't really give you any incentive to wrath or
I
anything.
agree. Nope, there's the Rathus guys.
Say that, and then here it comes. That does take the
Urza Saga out of commission too.
out, yeah. So flick.
I got no chords of calling. Floating one. Steven's like, Steven's like, this one goes away, this one goes away, this one goes away.
Are you safe to surgical this Spring Heart? That's his
100%.
Yeah, I like it.
So Jacob
Oh,
could
yeah, he could,
endurance his own graveyard.
Oh man, looks like he's gonna. If he does that though, he doesn't have the endurance for whenever inevitably the Nadu dies and gets attempted to get surgicaled.
But how well can you go off without the Spring Heart, you know?
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I think you just have to do it. Hope to draw. Does he have 2 endurances? I don't know. Let's find out.
2 what?
Endurances.
I think most play 1 in the main and like 2 in the sideboard. 1 in the side.
There's 2 in the sideboard for sure. So he's gonna let it happen though. And look at my hand. Steven just smiles. Now Steven.
No, he played that endurance, or he like did. I think he pitched something to play the endurance, and I think it got countered.
Oh, the endurance got countered?
I think so. Because why else would Steven be?
No, yeah, you're fair. That's fair.
We look away for 1 second and like we do the game. The game starts having. There's Bristly Bill.
Bristly Bill.
2013 Magic players cringing. No, guys, trust me. He's a cactus cowboy.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
You're gonna love it, and they're gonna print this in a set that has 2 bonus sheets worth of cards in it.
He'd be like, "What's a bonus sheet?"
What the heck is loot?
2013. What does energy do? Alrighty. So now Steven is in a great position because he knows that there's Nadus. All he has to do is kill this Nadu and surgical it, and the game is pretty much over. Because
There it is.
This is the game right here.
Surgical.
Yeah, and look.
Oh, Jacob goes. Oh no.
Yep, just slumps his head, and I think we're going to crown ourselves a winner here. It is pretty much all but over at this point.
So, I need you to tell me who was right there, Alex.
I mean, you're fine. That's fine. I don't have any rooting interest other than I want Nadu to do as best as they can because I want Nadu to get banned. But on the same hand, Nadu does numbers for us on YouTube, so Y'all say you don't like it, but you hate watch the decks. It's probably why you're here right now watching, if you're watching this on YouTube. But it's fine.
If you're watching
Steven,
this on Twitch.
and don't get me wrong, Steven, me and Steven go way back. So never not happy when he wins unless he beats me. But
if you're watching on Twitch, what do you think here? Like what
yeah, what are your thoughts and opinions on Nadu?
Twitch chat? YouTube comments?
Should they make a better Nadu in the next Horizon set?
Oh, they will. It's not an if, it's a when.
Right. So how does Steven lose this game?
I would say Jacob plays dudes, and
Mercifully
Steven says, okay, I will let my life points go to 0.
Yeah, right. Just forgets how to play Magic.
Oh, no. This poor delighted halfling.
Never stood a chance.
It was so happy.
All right, not so delighted now. Back to the top of the deck you
Can't,
go. Probably the bottom, though, yeah.
Can't veil some of that. Subtlety. Subtlety doesn't count.
That was gross.
3.
Get in there. And now Steven has presented a clock, which he can protect. Oh my gosh, he has a flage, too.
Oh, that's probably just how you win the game. Ooh, Sylvan. Oh, no. It's not safe keeping anything.
No.
It's keeping the bottom of the deck safe, probably.
Oh my gosh. 6. This is quite the clock at this point. Do you just flage? Oh yeah, you for sure flage. No? You for sure.
Jacob down to 10.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jacob
flage
down to 7.
So this is a one-turn clock,
Steven
folks.
up to
We are
15.
maybe about to crown a champion. All right.
Jacob's like, this is the best card ever. It's going to be...
That's
my
his
gosh.
oracle.
He could win the game.
He could win the game.
He's like demonic pact in response. Slow rolls.
Demonic.
Demonic consultation or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Tainted pack. Top, bottom. He's not actually dead. Well, for now.
Thorkel's missing reach.
Oh, those fly?
Subtleties do fly.
Oh, well. Still not dead, though.
They all have a keyword.
Still not dead.
They just gave Fury the best one.
Down to 1.
1.
Oh, there it is!
There's Flage.
And I don't think... Yeah, there's the
There's the
handshake.
handshake.
And there we go. Steven going to take it down in 3 insane games. I don't know what Jacob said, but he held up the Nadu. But there you have it, Steven.
Bro said, ban this card. Get
Hey.
it out of here.
Shout out to Steven. He's super stoked. This, I think, is his first RCQ win. But, yeah, hey, shout out to Jacob. Had an amazing run. Please ban Nadu so we can be done of this menace.
Tomorrow, let's just... Why don't we do this ban 3 weeks ago?
Right? But, yeah, congrats to Steven. You are the winner of our RCQ. Get the promo, get the invite, all the glory. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch. Thank you all so much. Any parting words of wisdom?
I'm tired.
Winged wisdom, perhaps?
No, get it out of here.
Thank you all so much. ImpactGamingCenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering needs. I'm Les Alex. For this person right here, Jake Stellick. We'll catch you on the flippy flop. Adios.
See you guys.